Welcome everyone to your yoga practice. My name is Sierra, and tonight we're going to be doing a yin yoga practice for your heart chakra. So opening up some of the energies that have to do with our emotional world, our connection to the subtle body, and how you relate to your needs as a human being. So I might suggest having a blanket nearby for this practice. But it's totally optional. If you don't have one, no big deal, but maybe just grab a blanket or a towel so you can get some extra cushion for yourself. So go ahead and bring yourself into a comfortable seated posture wherever you are. Allow yourself to wiggle and shake until you can find some stillness here. Resting your hands gently on your lap. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Begin to take full deep breath. Beginning to soften the muscles around your face here. Allow your shoulders to soften down your back. And feel your breath in your heart here. Taking a big, full, deep breath, feel your heart space lift up towards the sky. And then take a full breath out. Take two more just like that. Inhale through your belly all the way up into your heart. Let it go. One more. Softening back into whatever breathing pattern comes naturally to you here in the beginning. Maybe invoking a few breaths of compassion for yourself. We'll infuse that open-hearted compassion into some of our yoga asanas, our postures this evening. So just keep this subtle connection into your heart space, no matter what shapes we take. And gently bring your hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, pressing your thumbs gently into your heart. Softly bow your chin down, lengthen your neck. Take a full big breath here. Setting our intention to be compassionate and open-hearted for ourselves this evening. You can softly release your hands, gently open up your eyes. We'll transition our way onto our hands and knees here. So bringing palms under shoulders and knees under hips. Go ahead and lengthen your spine, maybe take a few breaths, kind of shimmy your hips and your shoulders side to side. Getting a little movement in the spine. Then when you're ready, we'll inhale for our cow pose. So drop your belly, lift your tailbone and your chest, look forward. And then exhale, cat pose, round your spine, tuck your chin and your tail. Good. Inhale, cow pose, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, cat, round it in. One more round, big breath in. Full breath out. Take a few last little wiggles and shakes, maybe sashay your hips. And then come back to a neutral spine. We'll settle into puppy pose, our first yin posture. Go ahead and extend your hands out to the very tip top of your mat. Lengthen your arms, reach your hips up and back behind you until you can eventually drop your forehead down onto the mat. You can rest your elbows alongside of your ears. And feel your heart melt down to the floor here. See if you can ease some tension from the backs of your shoulders. And find that connection to your breath. Allow yourself to begin to soften here. Maybe even if that's just softening the muscles around the edge of your face. In yin, we hold our postures for a longer amount of time. Allow yourself to get as comfortable as you can here. We're going to take 10 more breaths. And begin to bring some weight back into your palms here. Press down through your hands to slowly rise up through your chest, bringing your shoulders forward, and walk your palms back underneath your shoulders. So you'll inhale, find that cow pose again as you drop your belly, shoulders on your back, heart reaches forward, and exhale, cats. One more, just like that. Big inhale. Smooth exhale. Good. We'll come forward to lay on our bellies, ending up in Sphinx pose. So this is an option where you can bring your blanket or underneath your elbows. So you're going to bring your elbows underneath your shoulder blades here and allow your forearms to stretch out long in front of you. Okay, so your forearms are parallel to each other like railroad tracks. Your shoulders are hugging onto your back so you can reach your heart forward. Feel that little bit of compression in the low back. Make sure nothing's pinching or tight or painful for you at all here. And then we're going to soften your chin down in towards your chest. Allow your heels to relax. It's almost like you could let your feet sort of splay out to the sides. Softly close your eyes. In our yin yoga practice, we're encouraged to just let our bodies hang around the shape. So as opposed to a more active vinyasa or yang style class where you'd be really dynamic and really active in your body here. In yin, we're sort of encouraged to do the opposite, right? When our muscles soften and release, then it takes the stretch to the deeper, more subtle areas of your body here. Call them the fascia. It's the connective tissue in your joints. And that's really the area of the body that we're targeting with these stretches here. So we're going to take 10 more big full breaths. See if you can soften anywhere in your body here. Maybe it's the muscles around your tush, muscles in the back of your neck, maybe along the sides of your jaw. Wherever it is, 5 more breaths to soften. You're going to begin to press down into your elbows, slowly lift your chin up. And then let your elbows splay out to the side so your fingers can turn in. You can just softly lay yourself down onto your blanket or your mat. And take 3 big breaths here. Then switch the gaze of your neck. So take your opposite cheek down to the floor. Just even out your neck for a breath or two. And then slowly bring your elbows back underneath you. Come back up. So this next posture is called broken wing pose. And it looks a bit crazy to get into, so go ahead and sharpen your ears and I'll explain. You'll extend your right arm all the way lengthwise out beside you, so in a half T shape, flat on the mat with your palm on the floor. So you're going to go ahead and bring your left palm underneath your shoulder blade, and you're going to press down into the floor to completely roll onto your right side. My right arm is still extended here behind me. You can soften your face down to the floor. And then bending your top knee, so your left knee here, place your foot on the floor so that your left knee can point up towards the sky. And this is your posture. So you can stay here if this feels sustainable and comfortable to you. Or if you'd rather bring that left knee down to the floor in front of you to kind of soften out of that right shoulder a little bit, that's also fine. But just come to a depth that you can sustain for a bit of time. Yeah. And also find the depth of the pose that still feels relaxing to you, right? The whole idea of this practice is to soften our bodies. We're creating compassion for ourselves, right? So just go where you feel like you're being compassionate for yourself. And then close your eyes whenever you get there. Begin to deepen your breath. You find that your mind is still staying pretty busy and active, sort of running away from you. It might be helpful to count along with your breath. So a good practice is to find an evenness and length between your inhales and your exhales. So let's actually try that together wherever you are on your breath cycle. Go ahead and let all the air out. So exhale. And then we'll inhale together for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going with your breath. Take your last breath out. And we'll slowly unwind, coming down from your right side. Over your left knee back down to the floor, your left shoulder back down to the floor. Go ahead and extend both of your arms straight out in front of you. So just make one long line with your body. Relax your forehead down to the floor and take a few breaths here at center. Softly press yourself back up. And this time we'll extend your left arm out long beside you in that T shape. Bring your right palm under your shoulder and you'll press yourself up and over and up to your left side this time. Relax your head down to the floor. Taking your right knee either up towards the sky or down on the mat in front of you. Find your depth of choice. And then finding some stillness once you get there. So a big part of this heart chakra, our anahata chakra, is how we talk to ourselves. Sort of have this constant inner dialogue all throughout our day. We're always judging ourselves, telling ourselves either we're working too hard or not enough, reminding ourselves of that embarrassing thing we said last week. We're so hard on ourselves sometimes. A good practice to invoke some compassion and an open heart for yourself is to remember yourself when you were little. Right? So picture maybe what 8 or 9-year-old you looks like. Hold that image, that energy of yourself in your heart. And then see how you would talk to the younger you. Would you still be so harsh on yourself? Would you still be so unforgiving and so demanding? Hold some love, some forgiveness, some acceptance, both for that younger version of you and also the you that's right here and right now. Whatever it is you have to maybe forgive yourself for, or tell yourself that you're doing okay. Take a few breaths to do that here. And slowly begin to roll your way back down onto your belly. Release onto your knee. Stretch your right leg out long behind you and bring both hands out in front of you, softening down onto your forehead. And take 3 big breaths here. Bringing your shoulders, your hands back underneath your shoulders. And we're just going to roll onto our backs here. So you can keep the blanket there for a little pillow for yourself if you would like. And you're going to come down onto your back and bring your knees up towards the sky, your feet on the floor. Bring your hands into a goalpost or a cactus shape here. And take your feet as wide as the mat. So we're just going to begin to windshield wiper your knees side to side, but I want you to do it so super slowly. So as you exhale, fully drop your knees down to one side. And then you'll inhale, bring your knees up to center. Exhale down. Inhale, center. Exhale down. Inhale, center. And keep going with your breath. Gently finish up on your last side. And bring your knees back up to center. Taking the same motion in your neck now. So exhale, just gently roll onto the right side of your head, dropping your gaze towards your right elbow. And then you'll inhale, come up to center. Exhale to the left. And inhale, center. Keep going using your breath. Maybe counting along with your inhales and exhales again. Finding that evenness through both motions. And finish up on your last side. Bring your head to center. And then you can softly extend your legs out long in front of you for your Shavasana. Heels can come to the wide edge of your mat. Let your toes turn out. Go ahead and place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart here. Allow the entire rest of your body to feel heavy on your mat. Just begin to feel your belly lift up into your hands. Sinking deeper and deeper into your breath. allowing yourself to be fully present with whatever thoughts and whatever emotions might be coming up here. It's not about totally stilling your mind and sort of ceasing all thought, but rather just noticing when the thoughts do come and just being with them. You notice them. Don't feel the need to run away with whatever story it is they're telling, but just be 100% there with the thoughts in your head, the emotions in your heart. Let all of that help inform your pure experience in this moment right here. Take one more big, full, deep breath in. Sigh it out. And bring some soft motion into your toes. Bringing your feet on the floor, your knees to the sky when you're ready. Softly rolling over through one side. Knees in towards your chest, head resting on your arm. To allow yourself to be supported and be held here for a moment. You press down through your left palm, gently bring yourself up to a seat. Keep your eyes closed. We'll end with just a brief seated meditation together here. Just come into whatever seated posture is comfortable. Bring your hands to rest open face on your knees. Stack your shoulders over your hips. And soften your chin down in towards your chest. As you breathe some softness into the muscles across your forehead and into your eyes. Feel your your breath come back into your heart. Asking yourself wholeheartedly here, how do I feel in this moment? But whatever answers come up, allow them to be there. Answering the question with our hearts, not with our minds. feel the answer. How do I feel right now? Gently bring your palms one on top of the other, seated on your heart, and cradling that space with your palms. Bow your chin even deeper in towards your chest. Sending some gratitude, some love, some appreciation to yourself, to your heart. Know that you are loved, you are made of love. And that truth is always with you. Gently bring your palms back together, prayer pose, Anjali Mudra, thumbs up to third eye center. Thank you for sharing your practice, your beautiful open heart space, and your yoga mat with me. Namaste.